What's up guys, God's Leap back with another video. In this video we're going to be talking about the cool information that we got from today's IGN first video for Destiny 2. And it's talking about what Bungie wants from Destiny 2 for the story, their vision for the game. And so a lot of that's talking about how they want players to be able to find new friends and to improve upon the story from Destiny 1 and allow progression in the game. And so that's really cool. You can go watch that yourself. There's not really much to talk about story-wise, but there are some cool things in this to look at that I wanted to do it in person because there's a lot of math involved in what I'm trying to show you. So first off, you see this new weapon. It seems like a marksman rifle. I haven't seen it yet in the gameplay. So if it's already been shown, please tell me what it is. But this right here is from the original speaker place in the tower where he was. And I'm assuming this is falling on the ground in front of the tower where they knocked it off. So maybe it's the hint that we're going to get a new playable space in the city instead of maybe there just being a mission there. They haven't talked about it, but hopefully we'll have the European Dead Zone and this place on the Earth. I think that would be a lot of fun and really cool. Moving on, this is a little look at Nessus real quick as they're moving through. And then Luke and them talk about the game and everything that they want from it. And right here you get a look at all three of the Guardians with the PS4 exclusive armor. And then we're going to get a better look as we go on. Right here you get a look at a taking Cabal. And this may be the exploding bomb that we had in Destiny 1 with some new graphics. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Or this may be the new orb that spawns them in. But this is the Hunter gear that's exclusive to PS4 with the new hand cannon exotic. I can't remember the name of it. But it looks really awesome, especially when you shoot it. Moving on, there's going to have a lot of inverted Spire gameplay that we're going to get more of as we get closer to beta. And we're going to get to play it. Then you got the roaming striker during the inverted Spire. You've got a little boss fight for the first tier of the boss fight in the inverted Spire strike. You've got to look at Trials. They want to have an experience again in Destiny 2 that people like, that kind of like they like Trials in Destiny 1. So we don't know what that is going to be yet, but we've got 3 PvP reveals this month, so it's going to be pretty cool seeing if they reveal what that's going to be. Moving on, get some countdown gameplay. We've had a lot of that actually, and we're going to get more as the month goes on. So really, these aren't the important things to me in this. The important thing to me is, first off, this. We haven't seen this yet. And we know that this is in the European Dead Zone. This is where the Shard of the Traveler is. And way back behind this is where the farm is. And so this is very eerie looking. I see some water. Maybe we can get in there. But I don't know if this is going to be a public event or an adventure or a secret area like they talk about. But it looks very Hive, in my opinion. Hive or Taken, but more Hive because if it was Taken, there would be a lot of those the little black and green kind of shadows on it, I think. So I'm anxious to see what this is, or maybe it's a mini Shard of the Traveler and it's trying to do some crazy stuff. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But I think that'll be really cool. Get another look at the Warlock exclusive armor for PlayStation with the Borealis exclusive sniper rifle that we're getting, that you can change to any element you want by the switch or by the tap of a button. And then you get a look at all the armor for PlayStation exclusives for gear, as well as the new exotic hand cannon, the new exotic power weapon, I think, and the new Borealis sniper rifle. And then you get a look at the farm again and all that fun stuff. But really the fun stuff is right here. And it's going to be hard because there's a lot of things that change, and so just bear with me. So there's about 40 things on this map, right? We don't know if all of them are activities, but about half of them we know are. So we don't know what these things are yet, right? They had a different look to them in previous gameplay that we've seen of the map. Before they were an upside down triangle with 3 tiers. And now it's just a single triangle with a little bitty one above it. So I don't know if these are going to be, some people think they're going to be landing zones. I don't think they're going to be landing zones. I think this is a landing zone right here. It looks just like one from Destiny in a way. But one thing I'm going to show you in a minute when they show you the map again, things change. And so that's not going to be there anymore. And there's going to be new public events and a few new things scattered about. So we'll talk about that in a second. But we already know what adventures are. There's these little red sword things. And it's going to be stuff past the campaign. So we don't even have the campaign missions in here yet. So here's what I'm going to do. I think that these are the campaign missions. We don't know that for sure, but I'm going to say that they are because I don't have anything else to go on. I don't know what else they could possibly be. I think that this is going to be the inverted Spire strike right here. And so I think this is the strike symbol, and we're just going to go with it. If you know that there's something different, please tell me in the comments so everybody else can see it as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 adventures on this map. And adventures are things beyond the campaign that you can go and see an actual character and have dialogue cues, and they may go with you on missions to actually do stuff on the map, which I think is amazing. It makes it way more immersive. It's going to add to the game. On top of that, like I said, you've got the strike and possibly 4 story missions. There may be more. I don't know if this is all the map. There may be some stuff out this way or down here. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But we do learn about a new emblem or symbol here. So this little thing right here, the circle with the little B dot in it, is a treasure map. And so what we can learn from that is that looking at this whole map, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 treasure maps right now total. So that's 4 treasure maps and 7 adventures just on Nessus outside of the campaign. We've got 4 campaign missions possibly and a strike. We also have 2 public events right here that are about to go down. And in a minute you'll see that there's actually more than that. So there's going to be more public events. Another thing that you'll notice, lost sectors. They're these little symbols right here. And this is going to be a place where we can go fight bad guys, fight a boss, and then get some sweet loot. So even those, on this map we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 so far, right? So that's going to be even more stuff that we can do. And really the people that are completionists or like the Twitch streamers, they're going to love this because it's going to give them a ton of things to do, especially with their viewers, and they're going to love it. It's going to be something I definitely enjoy. But even on top of that, these I don't think are activities, but I think they are some cool stuff within the game. We'll just have to wait and see. Maybe they're scannables. But this little symbol right here, the dot in the middle with these little curved things on the outside. I counted these a minute ago. There's about 18 of these on the map or so. And that's why I don't think they're activities. I think they're probably little things you can pick up. But even then, that's 18 things that you can go find and open up possibly. It's probably chests. We just don't know yet. But just looking at this map compared to Destiny 1's map has got me really excited to play this game and to look at all the things that I can do at one time. And so let's move forward just a little bit because there's some changes that happen to this map in a second. So right here we learn about the treasure map. He talks a little bit, and then when we come back to it, I want you to notice the difference. So now this little thing that was up here that I thought would be a landing zone is no longer there. Now it's down here. And why? I don't know. I'm going to assume that the landing spots either change how you want them to change, or maybe they change as the campaign progresses. You know, whenever you would land on Earth in Destiny 1, remember, you would have the same landing zone, but different missions would start you in different spots. So I don't really know. But some other things that you might notice as well is that there's now a public event here and a public event down here right beside my shoulder. So there's 4 public events. There may be some more over here. I'm assuming there's going to be some more over here. So we see new public events. We see the little bitty landing zone symbol, what I think is the landing zone symbol, kind of move around. And it seems like there may be more map back this way and back here. We'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully we'll get to play around with it when the beta comes out, which I don't know. But I think just this map is amazing. I think this map is really cool. And right here it talks about the public event. You know, it starts in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. That's something we didn't have in Destiny 1. You had to kind of guesstimate when they would start with the public event tracker on the website online. You'd have to look up Destiny public event tracker. And you would be part of the algorithm that decided when things would start. And it was just crazy to use. And it tells you about your potential rewards just like we had in Destiny 1. And then they go over here. And this adventure is called Release. And then it says the Vex appear to be capturing the Fallen. So there's going to be Fallen on Nessus, which is great. And it says Failsafe wants it stopped. Failsafe sounds like a machine. So I'm assuming this is going to be an exo that we can play with in the game. And you notice combatant power is 90 light. And so we've seen characters with 200, 260 so far. So this is going to be fairly early on in the game. You get some rare gear. That's about it. And then they move on talking about more of the game. You see a lot of the inverted Spire strike. Now this is an interesting part right here. When he goes into his menu, right, and he picks a new weapon or whatever, then Kevin Smith makes an interesting comment. He says in Destiny 2 there are going to be some activities that once you select your loadout for the game, you cannot change it till you finish. So I think that's going to provide some, either some heartache and some frustration to players, or it could be really fun. Because, you know, Destiny 1, you could trade your weapons out anytime you wanted to. There was always a fix if you had everything. And so this is going to make it to where, you know, maybe during a nightfall, say you picked that shotgun when you needed a sniper. Well, nope, you got a shotgun. So I think it's going to be kind of cool to see where all this goes. And I think it'll be a fun new addition to the game, depending on what capacity it's in the game. Moving on. They talk more about the game and everything else. There's not really a whole lot here left that's super like, oh my gosh, I have to see this. It's just more inverted Spire stuff, more countdown, everything else, the homecoming mission, things that we're going to see in the beta. You get a little bitty view of the Sentinel Titan, which we're going to get more of, I think, next week. So he throws his little shield at that guy over there and messes him up. You get to see a little bit sniping in the inverted Spire strike. This sniper actually right here that he's holding looks amazing. Like everybody seems to have a lot of fun with it when they played during the reveal event. This right here seems cool because remember they destroyed a planet in the trailer. So I don't know if this is part of that or not, but they're standing on this rock here, so we'll just have to wait and see. And then you get another, you know, look at the farm and Nessus and the waterfalls and kind of just killing Vex. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. I think the big, huge, important part is the actual maps. I think the maps tell us a lot, especially with the landing zones and the public events and how much stuff that we're going to actually get to do in this game. So I hope this has helped you out, guys, and give you some cool information about Destiny. If it has, leave a like. It really helps me out. Comment below, let me know, what are you most excited for from this video today? What has piqued your interest? One thing that's piqued my interest is how involved the story is going to be. I think we're going to be able to do a ton of stuff, and I think they're really going to try to improve how that ton of stuff impacts us as a player. I don't think it's just going to be like, oh, go over here, kill this thing, come back, get your loot. I'm hoping there's really going to be some good story elements in it that really keep me coming back and wanting to play more than I even did in Destiny 1. But that's it, guys. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Still doing the $100 giveaway. Check the link down in the description. Get your entries in, and next Friday I'm giving away the stuff on the 14th. That's it, guys. I love you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.